This is a preliminary marketing and communication plan for the Global Action Committee. Above is a draft logo for the Global Action Committee to replace the current Overseas Committee of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dallas. The purpose of the logo is really to address the changing needs of the world Jewish community, addressing the interests of our future leaders in the Dallas Jewish community and the mission of this committee. The Global Action Committee has marketing goals that it will refer to in steering its meetings and its organizational progress. Number one, and this is a draft document, so keep in mind that all of these can and will likely be changed in some way. Number one is to represent our successes to the greater community using multimedia and face-to-face channels, including videos and speaker series. Number two is welcome involvement and input from Dallas's younger Jewish professionals, really to get Dallas's young professionals involved in understanding what the Global Action Committee is doing within the community and throughout the world in order that they would actively pursue being a part of the GAC as a member in the future. Number three, actively network with overseas contacts and within our own membership to improve the effectiveness of the GAC. 2009-2010 key goals and initiatives of the GAC Marketing Committee are as follows. Number one, to develop the GAC's ongoing promotional video series with at least one major promotional video to explain what the Global Action Committee does and where the monies that are donated through the Overseas Committee are allocated throughout the world. And one way we hope to do this is to solicit videos from the grantee organizations that the Dallas Federation gives to in our overseas communities. Number two is funding and promotion of GAC's Young Emissary Program. This is an idea that's come about through the marketing group, and we've discussed sending young Dallas professionals to GAC grantee sites as volunteers, with them returning as speakers in the Dallas community for at least the year to follow, talking about their experiences and the role that the Overseas Committee plays in our overseas grantee sites. Number three, rebranding the Overseas Committee name and image to evolve into the Global Action Committee. As we understand it, Dallas Jewish Federation would be one of the first movers, but not the first mover within the Federation organization throughout the U.S. to adopt a global action brand as opposed to a more traditional and less dynamic overseas name. Number four, creation and rollout of social networking tools. We've already rolled out a LinkedIn page, which we have 17 members of the Overseas Committee already logged onto. But we'd also like to create a Skype page where we have members who can log on to Skype and have interactive face-to-face conversations with members of our overseas communities, community members. Number five, identify local opportunities to expose the Dallas community to GAC programming and speakers. We want to be involved in the Dallas Jewish and non-Jewish communities, explaining exactly what we do and how we impact the greater world. We'd also like to improve the presence of the GAC, or the Overseas Committee, on jewishdallas.org. This is the Federation's website, and right now we're very limited on our presence on the website. We do have a page for the partnership with Israel, our partnership community in Akko in the Western Galilee. We'd like to have more identifiable page and a more identifiable image so that people are aware of what the Overseas Committee does And this would be a home site where people could view GAC videos and become more aware of the grantee organizations that the GAC donates to. And this is just a quick screenshot of the current LinkedIn page. As I mentioned before, we have 17 members out of roughly 40 or 50. Once we get most of our membership to join this LinkedIn page, then we'll ask our overseas communities to start joining and benefiting from the network that we're creating through this online social interaction. And this is the end of this draft.